We turn now to tomorrow's primary elections in Texas. Two recent events are overshadowing all other issues in Senate and House candidates' campaigns. Of course, the U.S. strikes on Iran and a deadly shooting in Austin. CBS News correspondent Nidia Cavazos is in Dallas covering the races for us. Nidia, how are the candidates in Texas grappling with this latest news and these issues?
Well, all of this happened over the weekend, and it happened just before Texas voters are set to head out and vote on Tuesday during the Texas primary. And so the timing here is critical, and it's significant because over the weekend we saw candidates down the ballot, whether it was the House candidates, Senate, or also the local races. We saw their campaign messaging shift to what was happening abroad. But we did see a strict divide between Republicans and Democrats, with Republicans saying they were supporting the U.S.-Israel strikes on Iran. And while we also had Democrats saying that they were denouncing any sort of involvement because they say foreign involvement should have gone through Congress to get congressional approval. But let's take a listen to what Senate candidates were saying here in Texas over the weekend.
I told him I supported a strike because, first of all, I told him I really respected the fact he would take the chance, the political risk, really, to strike Iran's nuclear weapons program.
I'm tired of forever wars, and I think if this commander-in-chief wants to justify this military action, he should have to do that out in public, and he should go before the people's representatives in Congress.
Now, these sentiments were also echoed by voters that we spoke to across the state of Texas and over the weekend. And we heard from both Republicans and Democrats say that they want the Trump administration and politicians to focus on the homeland because they say it might represent a risk from bringing prices down. And so, again, we continue to hear across the state of Texas that it comes down to the economy, and this is their number one concern to voters here.
Closely covering a House race in Texas where one of the candidates is using his star power to try to get support. Tell us more.
His name is Bobby Pulido, and he's a Tejano music star, and his career has spanned over 30 years. He's racked up millions in sales, and he has a lot of popularity here in the state of Texas. But in 2026, he said he was pausing his musical career to pursue politics, and he's now running for Texas Congressional District 15. Now, this is a border district. It is a Hispanic majority district, and it is one that turned out to support President Trump in 2024. It flipped, and this was historical given the amount of support from Latino voters. Now, we're closely watching this race because this is one of the districts that was redrawn in 2025 by Texas Republicans at the request of President Trump to favor Republicans. And so national Democrats have recruited Bobby Pulido because they say he has the best shot at flipping this district and making history once again. Let's take a listen.
I'm all for border enforcement. That's fine. I'm all for a secure border. But the way they're doing it right now, I think is angering a lot of people.
When I talk to people in my community, what I hear from them is that they don't want to return to the chaos that happened at the border under the Biden administration. They are happy that President Trump has fully secured the border.
Now, national Democrats are hoping that Bobby Pulido will have a chance at flipping this district again because of his strong name ID, but also because of his more moderate policies here in the state of Texas. Now, Pulido still has to get through the Democratic primary. He is facing one opponent before he even has a chance at possibly unseating Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz. But again, President Trump is not on the ballot in 2026, but his administration's policies and agenda will be put to test. And this will give us a glimpse into exactly who Latino voters are supporting and whether they stand behind President Trump and Republicans for these midterms.
All right, Nidia Cavazos with the latest on the Tejano star running for office in Texas. Thank you so much. We will have full coverage of tomorrow's primaries throughout the day, and we'll have a special results program beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on CBS News 24/7.